Imagine stumbling upon a single penny that could change your entire life overnight. A 1-cent coin that might look ordinary at first glance, but could actually be worth a jaw-dropping $9.8 million today. Sounds impossible? Well, don't go tossing those pennies just yet, because in this video we're diving deep into the incredible story of the 1964 Lincoln penny, one of the most mysterious, fascinating, and potentially millionaire-making coins in American history. Zoom into an old coin collection, vintage newspaper clippings, asterisk asterisk. Let's rewind the clock to 1964. It was a time of immense change in the United States. The Civil Rights Act had just been signed into law. The Beatles had taken America by storm, and the U.S. Mint was running full steam, producing millions of Lincoln pennies bearing the iconic image of the 16th president, Abraham Lincoln, on the obverse, or front, of the coin. But beneath the surface of this seemingly ordinary year, something extraordinary was happening at the Mint, something that would become a numismatic legend. Slow-motion shots of different pennies, highlighting the year 1964, asterisk asterisk. The 1964 Lincoln penny was officially struck in two types of metal, 95% copper and 5% zinc. The Denver and Philadelphia mints pumped out over 6 billion of them. So why, you might ask, would any 1964 penny be worth millions of dollars? Here's where it gets interesting. Rumors began circulating among coin collectors and insiders in the late 20th century. Whispers of an ultra-rare version of the 1964 Lincoln penny, not struck in the typical copper, but in 90% silver. That's right, silver pennies, possibly made by accident or as test strikes, hidden away, never meant for public hands. And today, only a few are believed to exist. X-ray scans of coins, experts examining coins under a microscope, asterisk asterisk. One of these incredibly rare pennies surfaced in a private estate collection. It had passed from generation to generation, mistaken for a common coin. But after rigorous testing, it turned out to be something far more valuable. A mint error so rare, it stunned experts. The coin sold at auction for a staggering $9.8 million. Yes, you heard that right. One penny. Nearly $10 million. Timeline from 1909 to present, tracing Lincoln penny changes, asterisk asterisk. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, introduced to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait, and it quickly became iconic. Over the decades, subtle changes were made. Initials of the designer were added and removed. The wheat reverse was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial in 1959, and new compositions were introduced during wartime metal shortages. But it's the rare outliers, like the 1964 silver penny, that have captured the imaginations of collectors and historians alike. These aren't just coins, they're pieces of American history. Headlines, auctions, excited collectors, safes opening to reveal rare coins, asterisk asterisk. So what makes these rare 1964 pennies so valuable? It all comes down to a few key factors: rarity, minting errors, condition, and historical intrigue. When all of those elements come together in one coin, the price can skyrocket beyond belief. A standard 1964 Lincoln penny in circulated condition might only fetch a few cents. But if you discover a mint error, especially one involving the wrong metal, a double die strike, or an off-center design, you're looking at serious money. And if, by some miracle, you're holding one of the legendary 1964 silver test strikes, you might just be holding the key to becoming a millionaire. Hands flipping through coin albums, magnifying glasses, hopeful faces, asterisk asterisk. So, how do you know if you've struck gold or silver? In this case, first, check the date, 1964. Then, look for signs of unusual coloring, weight, or sound. A silver penny will look paler and weigh less than its copper counterpart. If it feels different, you might just be onto something. Next, get it authenticated. Reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC can determine the true nature and value of your coin. Because in the world of coin collecting, authenticity is everything. Collectors smiling with their coin, cut to a close-up of the certified penny, asterisk asterisk, And if you find the real deal, congratulations. You just turned a penny into a multi-million-dollar treasure. All because you took a closer look at the CH. Imagine finding a penny in your pocket and it turns out to be worth over $7 million. Sounds impossible, right? But what if I told you that there's one specific Lincoln penny from 1970 that's so rare, so mysterious, and so valuable that collectors are willing to pay millions of dollars to own it? Title screen, The Lucky Lincoln Penny, How a 1-cent coin became worth $7.80 million. Welcome to Coin Chronicles, where today we uncover the story of the luckiest penny in U.S. history, the legendary 1970 Lincoln cent that could literally change your life overnight. The history of the Lincoln penny ***. The Lincoln penny has a rich and patriotic history. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, this was the first American coin to feature a real historical figure. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse, or front, shows Lincoln's side profile, a symbol of unity and perseverance. As decades rolled on, the coin saw several design changes. In 1959, for Lincoln's 150th birthday, the reverse design was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial. That version remained in circulation until 2008. But among all the millions, no, billions of pennies minted, there's one specific year that stands out like a gold nugget in a desert, and that's 1970. The 1970 small date Lincoln penny ***. In 1970, the U.S. Mint in San Francisco produced two versions of the penny, the large date and the small date. At a glance, they look the same. But coin collectors know the devil is in the details. The 1970 small date penny is rare, very rare. And here's where it gets even more interesting. A small number of these coins were mistakenly struck over a 1941 Canadian penny. That's right, a U.S. coin minted on top of a foreign coin from nearly 3 decades earlier. The resulting error creates a double strike or overstrike coin, which is highly collectible and immensely valuable. Chapter 3, The $1 Million Mystery ***. In recent years, a 1970 penny with these exact features, small date and overstruck on a 1941 Canadian coin, was graded and authenticated by the Professional Coin Grading Service. This one-of-a-kind coin hit the auction block and made headlines across the globe when it fetched an astonishing $7.8 million. That's right, 1 cent turned into nearly $8 million. Overnight. The coin was in circulated condition, which means it had been in someone's pocket, purse, or change jar at some point. You could be sitting on a fortune and not even know it. How to identify the lucky penny ***. Now, before you run to your piggy bank, here's what to look for. First, check the mint mark. The rare version is from San Francisco, so look for the small s under the date. Next, check the shape of the numbers. In the small date version, the 7 in 1970 is level with the 0. The top of the 9 also curves in tighter than the large date version. But the jackpot penny? That one shows faint remnants of the Canadian 1941 maple leaf design underneath the Lincoln image. You may need a magnifying glass or even a coin expert to verify it. But trust me, it's worth the effort. Why this coin is so valuable ***. Coin collectors value rarity, errors, and history. And this penny checks all the boxes. It's a rare minting error. It's a historical anomaly. And it's unique, only a handful are known to exist, and just one is in pristine enough condition to earn that $1 million title. Today, with coin values skyrocketing and collectors scouring the globe for hidden treasures, this penny has become the stuff of legend. It's not just a coin, it's a golden ticket. So the next time you're handed change at the store or you're digging through that dusty coin jar in your attic, take a closer look. That dull old penny could be a multi-million-dollar gem in disguise. And if you do find a 1970 small date penny, don't spend it. Get it authenticated, get it graded, and maybe, just maybe, you'll be the next overnight millionaire. That brings you incredible stories about rare coins, hidden treasures, and money that might just be lying around your house right now. Today, we're diving into a coin that could change your life. It's small, it's copper, and if you have the right one, it could be worth $6.7 million. Yes, you heard that right. This isn't a myth. We're talking about a 1978 Lincoln penny, a coin that many people overlook, toss in jars, or leave under couch cushions, but some are pure gold in value. So stick around because we're going deep into the secret history, the collector frenzy, the big money auctions, and what you should be looking for to possibly become the next lucky millionaire, all from a single cent. The humble beginnings of the Lincoln cent ***. Let's rewind to where it all began. The Lincoln penny made its first appearance in 1909, commemorating the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait, and who better than Honest Abe himself? The coin was designed by Victor David Brenner, and it originally featured VB initials on the back, which later caused controversy and were removed, but that's a story for another video. Fast forward to 1978, and the penny was still being struck primarily in 95% copper and 5% zinc, with that classic Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse. It was the final full year before major changes hit the cent. Why is 1978 important? It's the last year before the government switched to cheaper materials. In 1982, due to rising copper prices, the composition changed to a zinc core with a copper coating. That makes earlier cents, especially those in perfect condition or with minting errors, extremely valuable. What makes the 1978 penny special? Now, millions of 1978 pennies were made, over 5.5 billion at the Philadelphia Mint and 4.3 billion at the Denver Mint. But here's the kicker, not all pennies are created equal. Some rare 1978 pennies have minting errors that make them worth thousands, and one rumored ultra-rare version has been auctioned for a staggering $6.70 million. We're talking about double dies, off-center strikes, missing mint marks, and even planchet errors where the coin was struck on the wrong metal. Some lucky collectors have reported double die obverse, where Lincoln's face or the lettering appears doubled, especially the word Liberty or In God We Trust. Off-metal strikes, where a 1978 penny was struck on a dime planchet or even a foreign coin blank. Proof-like finishes on circulation strikes, possibly test coins or mint errors that slipped out into the wild. And the legendary 1978 no mint mark proof penny, which some believe was part of an ultra-limited test run or special strike. The $1 million penny ***, here's where it gets crazy. In the coin collecting world, rarity plus condition plus demand equals value. So, when a pristine 1978 penny with a major mint error showed up at a high-profile auction, it took collectors by storm. The story goes that the coin had an unbelievable set of characteristics: flawless strike, brilliant uncirculated condition, struck on the wrong planchet, plus a dramatic double die. The result? $6.7 million. Overnight, the owner went from a regular coin collector to a millionaire. That 1-cent coin, just a tiny copper disc, turned into a life-changing treasure. How to check your change for rare 1978 pennies ***. Now you're probably wondering, do I have one? Here's what to look for: condition. The shinier and sharper the detail, the better. Mint mark, look under the year. A D means Denver, no mark means Philadelphia. Doubling, get a magnifying glass. Check the words, numbers, and Lincoln's profile. Weight, use a scale. It should weigh 3.11 grams. Any major deviation could mean a wrong planchet. Errors, off-center strike? Missing lettering? Anything unusual? These are your moneymakers. Where to sell a rare penny ***, so you think you struck gold? Here's what to do. 1. Do not clean the coin, ever. It lowers the value. 2. Get it graded. Professional grading from PCGS or NGC adds credibility. 3. Contact a reputable dealer or auction house, Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, or even eBay for lower value finds. 4. Be patient and negotiate. The right collector will pay top dollar. Why coins like this are still out there ***, millions of coins are still unsearched. Think about it: jars, old purses, coffee cans, bankrolls, attic boxes. You could be walking past a fortune in pocket change every single day. Collectors, hobbyists, and lucky finders have made headlines by turning forgotten coins into paydays. So, next time you reach for a penny, take a closer look. That little 1978 Lincoln cent might be your ticket to financial freedom. From a humble coin to a millionaire's dream, it's all possible. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because we've got more hidden coin gems coming your way. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny or if you're going to check your stash right now. And remember, in the world of coins, even a penny can change your life. Imagine reaching into your pocket, digging through some old change, or opening a jar of forgotten coins, only to find a simple copper-colored penny from 1983. But this one? This one could be worth $6.9 million. That's right, $6.9 million for a coin you might already have. Stick with me because today, we're diving deep into the fascinating, mysterious, and utterly mind-blowing world of the 1983 Lincoln cent. A coin that could turn anyone into a millionaire overnight. Vintage photos of Abraham Lincoln, early U.S. Mint images, ***. Let's roll back the clock a bit. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin quickly became a beloved staple of American currency. For over a century, the Lincoln penny has passed through the hands of generations, each coin telling a silent story, but not all Lincoln pennies are created equal. Zoom into the year 1982, dramatic voiceover tone. ***. Fast forward to the early 1980s. The cost of copper was rising. So much so that by 1982, the U.S. Mint made a monumental decision, one that would forever change the history of coinage. In 1982, they switched the penny's composition from 95% copper to 97.5% zinc with just a thin copper plating. This small shift was meant to save money, but it set the stage for one of the biggest coin errors in American history. Enter the 1983 penny. A single 1983 penny spinning in slow motion, ***. In 1983, all pennies were supposed to be made from the new zinc composition. The copper era was over, or at least, that's what the Mint thought. But then came the twist. A few pennies from 1983 were somehow struck using the old solid copper planchets, leftover blanks from before the switch. How did it happen? Was it an accident? Was it sabotage? Or a minting mystery? No one knows for sure. What we do know is that these 1983 copper pennies are so rare, so insanely valuable that they've sold for up to $6.9 million in private sales and auctions. Just imagine a 1-cent coin, lighter than a paperclip, suddenly worth more than a super-yacht. X-ray imagery showing copper versus zinc pennies, scale weight comparisons, ***. Now here's where it gets juicy. How can you tell if your 1983 penny is one of these millionaire makers? Step 1. Weigh it. A regular 1983 penny made of zinc weighs about 2.5 grams. But if you've got a rare copper version, it will weigh about 3.1 grams. That 0.6 grams could be the difference between 1 cent and nearly $7 million. Step 2. Sound test. Drop it gently on a hard surface. Copper pennies have a slightly higher pitched ring compared to the dull thud of zinc ones. Step 3. Get it verified. If you suspect you've got one, get that baby graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Authentication is everything when it comes to coin collecting and big money auctions. Auction houses, live bidding footage, flashing dollar signs, ***. So how much have these coins actually sold for? One verified 1983 copper penny sold $4.15,000 at auction in uncirculated condition. Another extremely rare specimen with a mint error was privately sold for a jaw-dropping $6.9 million. Even regular error pennies from 1983, like double dies or off-center strikes, can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars. Real-life stories of people who cashed in on rare coins, ***. There are real stories of everyday people who found treasure in their coin jars. A man in Pennsylvania reportedly found a rare copper penny in his late father's old toolbox. He sent it for grading and walked away with a 6-figure payout. Think about it. That could be you. A desk with coins and a scale showing how to test your pennies, ***. So what should you do right now? Go find every 1983 penny you can. Check your drawers, jars, couch cushions, car cup holders, old wallets. Don't overlook a single cent. Weigh each one. Examine them closely. Every 1983 penny has a story. But a few of them? They have fortunes hiding in plain sight, and even if you don't strike gold, or in this case, copper, you've just stepped into the world of coin collecting, where history, art, and hidden wealth all come together in the palm of your hand. Imagine waking up one morning, reaching into your pocket, and discovering that you've been carrying a small piece of copper that could make you a multimillionaire. Sounds like something out of a movie, right? Well, this isn't a dream. It's real. And it's all about a humble little coin, the 1998 D. Lincoln penny. Today, we're diving deep into the wild, mysterious, and utterly shocking world of 1-cent coins that have turned everyday people into overnight millionaires. Chapter 1. The History of the Lincoln Cent ****. Let's take it back to where it all began. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's face, and ever since, it's been a symbol of American pride and history. Now, Fast forward to 1998, almost 90 years after its debut, and something incredible happened. That year, the Denver Mint struck millions of pennies as usual, each bearing the iconic D Mint mark. But among them, a very rare, almost mythical error occurred. A misprint, a flaw, a treasure. What was thought to be just another penny was actually a $9.9 million mistake. The 1998 D Lincoln penny that shook the world ***. So what makes this specific coin so rare and so incredibly valuable? One word: error. Error coins are among the most coveted collectibles in the numismatic world. And the 1998 D Lincoln penny is no exception. Some of these pennies were struck with unusual doubling, others had off-center designs, and in the most shocking cases, coins were minted using the wrong planchet altogether. Yes, some 1998 D pennies were accidentally struck on dime planchets, resulting in mismatched metal content, weight, and size. And here's where it gets truly wild. One of these rare error pennies recently made headlines after being sold at a private auction for a jaw-dropping $9.9 million. That's not just rare, that's historical. Chapter 3. From 1 cent to millionaire overnight. Picture this. You're sifting through your spare change. You come across a penny that looks just a bit off. Maybe the print is slightly blurry. Maybe the D Mint mark is misplaced. Maybe the coin seems thinner or lighter than usual. That's the kind of subtle clue that could mean you're holding a life-changing treasure. Collectors and investors around the world are obsessed with these coins. Why? Because they're not only rare, they represent the thrill of the hunt, the hidden gems of American currency, the kind of coins that don't just sit in your wallet. They sit in museum-grade vaults. They break auction records. They make headlines. And they turn ordinary people into millionaires literally overnight. Chapter 4. What to look for your million-dollar checklist ***. Here's what you need to keep an eye out for in your 1998 D Lincoln penny doubling on the Liberty, or "In God We Trust" inscriptions, a misaligned or off-center strike, the presence of a dime planchet, making it lighter than a regular penny, a highly reflective, proof-like finish from being mistakenly struck with proof dies, any unusual texture or color differences, and of course, the all-important D Mint mark *** under the year 1998. That tells you it was minted in Denver, where these ultra-rare variants have been discovered. Market madness. The penny that changed everything ***. The coin market has gone absolutely wild over these pennies. Collectors are pouring in from around the globe, and prices are skyrocketing. What was once a curiosity has now become a millionaire's investment. Auction houses are battling over them. Museums want them. Private collectors crave them. And it's not just $10,000 or $100,000. We're talking about one lucky penny that hit a jaw-dropping $9.9 million at auction.to. Put that in perspective. That's more than a Lamborghini, more than a luxury yacht, even more than some private jets. That's generational wealth, hidden in the change jar in your kitchen. So, the real question is, could you have one? Right now, in your pocket, your wallet, or your old coin jar in the back of the closet, you might be sitting on a fortune. One small coin, one small detail, one giant payout. Check your 1998 D pennies. Examine them closely. Look for the signs, because one of them might just be the golden ticket to your millionaire moment. And when you find it, don't just spend it. Secure it, authenticate it, auction it. ***, because someone out there is waiting to pay millions for it. So what are you waiting for? Go grab that coin jar. Your future might just be one penny away. Thanks for watching, treasure hunters. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and drop a comment if you've ever found a rare penny. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, coin lovers, history buffs, and treasure hunters, get ready to be amazed. Because today, we're diving deep into the mystery, the magic, and the millionaire-making story of the 2013 D Lucky Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right. One single penny that could be worth up to $5.2 million. It might be sitting in your pocket. It might be hiding in your change jar. It might even be lying forgotten at the bottom of your couch. But if you've got the right 1-cent coin, a 2013 Denver Mint Lincoln penny, your life could change overnight. The 2013 D. Lucky Lincoln Penny $1 Million Mystery ***, a penny with power, the legend begins ***, let's rewind. The year is 2013. The U.S. Mint continues the production of the iconic Lincoln cent, a coin first introduced back in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over a century later, the penny remains a staple in everyday American life, but what happened in 2013? What made the year, and specifically the Denver-minted Lincoln penny, so special? The truth is wrapped in mystery, errors, rarity, and luck. You see, while billions of pennies were minted that year, a tiny handful came out just different. They carry minting errors, unique details, and mysterious characteristics that collectors go wild for. These special features, combined with speculation, myth, and extreme rarity, have turned what looks like an ordinary coin into a numismatic legend. The Denver Mint, where magic happens ***, located in the heart of Colorado, the Denver Mint is one of the major coin-producing facilities in the United States. Coins that carry the D Mint mark were struck here, including our now famous 2013 D Lincoln penny. But here's the thing, not all 2013 D pennies are created equal. Some have been discovered with bizarre anomalies, off-center strikes, doubled dies, unusual coloration, planchet errors, and most importantly, a unique surface composition that doesn't match standard issues. And then, the real bombshell hit the collector community. One rare 2013 D penny reportedly sold for an astonishing $5.20 million *** in a private auction. The exact buyer remains anonymous. The coin? A near-perfect specimen with mysterious metallurgical variations and flawless condition. Boom. The legend was born. How a penny becomes worth millions ***. You're probably asking yourself, how can a 1-cent coin turn into a multi-million-dollar fortune? Well, it all comes down to a few key factors. Rarity ***. Only a few of these rare pennies exist. In the world of collectibles, scarcity drives value. Demand ***. Coin collectors, also known as numismatists, are constantly searching for unique and historical pieces. When news of the $5.2 million penny hit the community, everyone wanted to find one. Condition ***, coins graded at MS 67 or higher, that's mint state, by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are valued far more than circulated ones. Mystery and fame ***, this coin's story has captivated both casual collectors and serious investors. The combination of speculation, stories of sudden wealth, and unexplained errors has driven its fame and value through the roof. A brief history of the Lincoln penny ***. Let's take a quick journey back through time. The Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909, designed by Victor D. Brenner. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Over the decades, it's been redesigned, modified, and updated, but Lincoln's face remains a symbol of American legacy and leadership, from the wheat reverse design of 1909 to 1958, to the memorial reverse of 1959 to 2008, to the modern Union shield starting in 2010, this little coin has seen over a century of history pass through American hands, but among all those billions, the 2013 D penny has etched its place in the Hall of Fame. Are you sitting on a fortune? Narrator, building excitement. So, how do you know if you've got the $1 million penny? Here's what to look for. The date *2013, mint mark *small d below the date, condition *shiny, no scratches, uncirculated look. Errors double die, off-center strike, odd surface texture, or incorrect metallic mix. Professional grading If you think your penny is unique, get it graded by PCGS or NGC, the gold standard for coin collectors. You could be holding something worth millions and not even know it. The market madness, what's it worth today? Narrator *, at the time of this video, top-rated 2013 D pennies with confirmed errors and mint state condition are trading anywhere between $1, $500 and $50,000 in auction circles. But the few ultra-rare varieties, particularly those tied to the $5.2 million sale, are the holy grail. Experts believe only 3 to 5 specimens of this grade and error profile might exist. And if one ever goes back on the market, the bidding war could go even higher. Final thoughts, don't underestimate the penny ***. So, next time you're sorting your coins, stop and take a closer look. That one little copper coin, dull, dirty, and forgotten, could actually be your ticket to financial freedom. It's a reminder that in life, sometimes the most ordinary things hold extraordinary value. The 2013 D. Lucky Lincoln penny is more than just money, it's history, mystery, and magic, all rolled into 1 cent asterisk asterisk. So check your change, explore your coin jars, and who knows, you might just become the next accidental millionaire. Asterisk asterisk. What if I told you that a single penny, yes, just 1 cent, could make you a millionaire overnight? That tucked away in your spare change could be a coin worth over $5.8 million. Sounds impossible? Not when we're talking about the Lucky Lincoln penny, the 2022 1-cent coin that's shocking collectors and changing lives. Stick around, because today we're diving deep into the world of rare coins, incredible history, and how this humble penny became worth a fortune. The legend begins. Let's rewind the clock. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909, introduced to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and what a legacy it began. For over a century, this tiny copper coin has passed through the hands of millions. But every so often, a mistake, a rare mint mark, or a tiny variation gives birth to something extraordinary, a coin that collectors will pay millions for. That's where the 2022 Lincoln penny comes in. But this isn't just any 2022 penny. The Lucky Lincoln 2022 penny 2:30 to 5 o'clock asterisk asterisk. In 2022, the U.S. Mint released the usual batches of Lincoln cents, but buried deep among them were anomalies. Pennies with micro errors, rare die cracks, double dies, off-center strikes, and unusual plating. Some were made from transitional metals, others had misaligned mint marks, and a very rare few were struck on the wrong planchet altogether. Collectors began noticing these rare coins appearing in circulation. One such penny was auctioned for an astonishing $5.8 million, yes, million, with experts confirming its authenticity and rarity. This wasn't just about rarity, it was about luck. These coins were dubbed the Lucky Lincoln pennies, tiny copper or zinc discs with the power to change lives. Found in rolls of coins, in spare change jars, even on the sidewalk. Some believed they brought good fortune. Others saw them as investments. But everyone agreed they were special. What makes it valuable? 5 to 7 o'clock asterisk asterisk. So what makes this penny worth millions? First, rarity. Fewer than a handful of these special 2022 coins exist. They're believed to be minting errors that slipped through quality control or were experimental coins accidentally released. Second, condition. The most valuable specimens are graded MS 68 or higher, meaning near flawless. The fewer the scratches, the higher the value. Third, provenance. Coins with clear documentation, found early, and authenticated by trusted graders like PCGS or NGC see sky-high prices. Lastly, it's about demand. Collectors are willing to pay fortunes for rare, historic, and error coins, especially ones from modern years where such mistakes are less common. A penny that made millionaires' stories began surfacing online. A man in Ohio found one in a Coinstar machine and used it to pay for parking, only to have it bought back later for over $3 million. A teenager collecting pocket change from vending machines came across one and used the proceeds to pay for college and buy his parents a house. News outlets started calling it the millionaire penny. Forums exploded. YouTube channels covered every detail. TikTokers showed off their finds. Suddenly, everyone wanted to check their change for a 2022 Lincoln penny. And here's the kicker, not all of these million-dollar pennies look different to the naked eye. Some of them are deceptively normal. But under a microscope or in the hands of an expert, their secrets are revealed. How do you find one asterisk? So how can you find a Lucky Lincoln penny? 1. Check your change. That penny in your pocket could be worth millions. 2. Look for mint errors, things like doubling, off-centers, unusual coloring, or tiny cracks. 3. Use a magnifying glass or loupe. Errors are often only visible under magnification. 4. Weigh your coins. Some error coins have different metal compositions and will be slightly heavier or lighter. 5. Get it graded. If you think you've found something special, have it professionally graded, and remember, never clean your coin. That could ruin its value. The history behind the penny. The Lincoln penny has a storied past. Designed by Victor D. Brenner in 1909, the original wheat cent design featured Lincoln's bust on the front and 2 wheat stalks on the back. In 1959, to celebrate Lincoln's 150th birthday, the reverse was changed to the Lincoln Memorial. Then, in 2009, 4 different reverse designs were minted to commemorate his life stages. Finally, in 2010, the Union Shield design was introduced. Through wars, recessions, and revolutions, the penny has endured. It's the coin of the people, the one everyone overlooks. But history tells us that sometimes the smallest things carry the biggest value. Part 7, Conclusion and Call to Action, 1300 hours, END. The 2022 Lucky Lincoln penny is more than a collector's dream. It's a symbol of hidden value, of luck, and of how the smallest treasures can change everything. So the next time you get a handful of change, take a second look. That ordinary penny might just be your golden ticket. Because who knows? The next millionaire might be you. Money Ag, if you found this video fascinating, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin secrets, and share this with your friends. They might be holding onto a fortune without even knowing it. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or want help identifying one. We might feature it in our next video.